Hey everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Project TRX-4M Defender. Well, it's episode 4 and you know what it is we're about to do? We're about to do some upgrades. So today, I'm putting in a new motor and the crawler gears. Can't wait to see what happens by getting these two upgrades in. I know this is the crawler upgrades are on the gear ratios are one of the most common things people do. Really helps crawling and everything like that. So let's get on with it. We'll put everything in and then we'll run some tests on it and see what it does. So for the next upgrade, we've got our low ratio gear crawl gears. Then I also bought a new gearbox housing. So we're gonna pair these. Since I wanted to keep the old motor, and I really do like the old motor for running a little bit faster, I decided to get a Holmes 180 66 turn motor that I'm going to be putting in here. This does come with everything I need in here, but in order to, I really want to put some bearings in. I also bought a Little Guy Racing Parts complete bearing kit. So I'll be using these bearings as I put all of this together. And so that's going to be the next upgrade. So I'll go through, I'll open everything up, I'll get started assembling all this, and then we'll see how things go. Looks like I got everything to start it off. Got my two gearboxes here unpacked, got the motor, got all the screws, got all the screws for all 4 of these. Also got that. Got the gears all out, and I got my bearings. So also got some performance grease from Traxxas, so I'll put all that in, and then we shall see. We'll see if it runs. Well, here we go. It's time to put the motor in and everything like that. So I'm gonna put it on 4x speed. Y'all can watch my feeble attempt at trying to put everything together. So enjoy. Listen to the music, and see you after it gets done. Well, it seems like everything went back together the first time I did this, so not too bad. Motor's in, battery's connected, everything's good here. We're gonna lay it down on the bench real quick and make sure that it is able to move, and it is. So that's a good start, and not bad for my first time taking apart a motor and everything on a little RC. So here we go, on to the next upgrade. So I've got this new 3D printed kit here I bought on Etsy. The person's name is Scale RCs, and in here they have all the pieces. You have your front, your rears, and a little spacers for the shocks. So what I'm going to do is I need to relocate the shocks on this thing. These tires are way too big, so I need to lower them down. So I got this kit. You know, I've got the new motor in. I want to do this real quick, and then let's see if I can get it so it's not rubbing on the body so much, and we'll see what happens. Well, here it is. Time to put the shock kit on, removing all the shocks and everything. I'm sure y'all seen this done a million times. It's my first time doing it, so you know, I'm going to take my time and see if I can get this right and get everything removed. But yeah, it is quite the complicated task. So enjoy, and if I point out any issues I was having, I will definitely let y'all know. So right here I'm trying to screw everything in. It's really not working out too well. The reason why is what you really need to do is I started to clean up all the parts. Also I started to kind of screw in the holes, because it is 3D printed, so you want to get the threads going right. So that's what I did on pretty much the rest of the build. That is one tips and trick that I would definitely recommend y'all doing, is to pre-drill all the holes, and then also go in there and also make sure if there's any kind of a little extra stuff to go ahead and file that down. The fronts are mostly all done right here. The problem that I was having is that by putting on the top one, I was getting some binding. I needed maybe an added spacer or something like that. So I decided to move it down a little bit more back to the rear. Saw some other videos of people kind of where they were positioning the initial the shocks on these, on doing, you know, having the flex adjusters on there. So it really came out well. About ready to start on the backs. The backs went along pretty smoothly. One thing I say is make sure you pre-drill all the holes on this, and then also too at the same time, you are going to have to maneuver the ESC a little bit to get everything out. But other than that, the backs are pretty easy to put in. It was just a matter of scraping everything down, so went together pretty smoothly after this point. Overall, the Scale RC's Flex kit actually went together pretty easily. Came with all the parts you definitely need to install it all, and you know, I really do think this is a great kit so far. You know, we'll have to go outside and test it, but as of right now, I mean, looks pretty cool, pretty easy to go together, and fit really well. So thanks again, thanks Scale RC, and good job. Keep up the good work, and keep on coming out with some good products. Well, got it all back together. Body's on. We'll take it off real quick. You can see the shock mounts here real quick. So they're definitely here. I got them all adjusted. Seems to be rotating fine. Nice, and got a lot of travel. And let's put the body back on. But you can kind of see when I push it all the way down, I got full compression. I'm getting no wheel rub or tire rub that I was getting before I did all this. And so there's quite a much more space here. Hopefully this will help prevent when I'm out there crawling and moving, you know, when I did the first test when the new tires on, there was a lot of binding and stuff like that. So we'll have to see with this new way, make sure there's not as much binding and stuff when I get all this together and get it out there on the run. So I'm gonna go take it outside and you're gonna get some footage seeing me run it, and hopefully everything's working. Well, everyone, I was out here, me and my daughter were out here running good old the Defender, and this is, you know, I was doing some testing and everything. You know, I wanted to drive it before I shot the video, and needless to say, I've been hit by the TRX-4M servo braking. So I'll go back inside, we'll figure out what we're going to do, and I'll update the video. Well, y'all saw it. Servo blew out. Not too excited about that. Kind of sucks, you know, reading on everyone else, looking at forums, not forums, but looking at posts on Facebook groups, looking at other people that have done builds and stuff. It seems like a common issue. So I'm gonna have to go order a new servo. I've got a couple ones picked out that I've watched some other people use, so I'm gonna try those. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see if I can get a new servo on the car, on the truck, and we'll see how well it's gonna help me perform with my new motor. I only got to test it for a little while, which kind of sucks, but you know, hey, it's what happens when you're building your RC car and you're having a lot of fun with it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on there, you know, about all your experiences and maybe how long your servo's blown up. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next episode.